All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Tuesday night with the doctors. And we will be talking to y'all. We want to have a conversation with you guys tonight about something that we think is really important, something that you can use in your life. And we're going to just let the numbers get up. Make sure you share.
Peace.
Let everyone know that the doctor's on the
Thanks
air.
for joining.
All right.
Peace. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thanks for joining. And the numbers are climbing. So make sure you all share. Let everyone know the doctor's on the air, and we will be getting started. Conversation tonight that we're going to have with you guys is we on Tuesday nights we try to do things that are really beneficial for you. We call this our Life Impact Series. We want to teach you all things that you can do that really make an impact on your life. Show you things to do, talk about subjects that if you follow them, get involved with them, and follow the path that we put you on with some of these things, they will really make an impact in your life. Because Prophetess and I, well, one of our missions is not to just give you information, but we want to give you information that impacts your life. So that's what Tuesday nights are about. This is our Life Impact Series, and we think that these things will really give you some advantage in life if you can follow it. Now, so tonight in our Life Impact Series, we're going to be talking about the benefits of a peaceful environment. The benefits of a peaceful environment. Is that right, Providence?
That's right. Peaceful environments are so therapeutic and beneficial in every way for everyone.
That's right.
I realize in life, most people, that's what they really want. They want to have and live in peaceful environments. And we're going to discuss a few major key points of major benefits from having a peaceful environment. When we looked it up and did some research and looked at the statistics, and we found the things that are high on the priority list when it comes to desiring a peaceful environment. And one of them is...
Yeah, well, let me say this, because that's what we're talking about. So if we teach you about peaceful environments, if you take this seriously and practice peaceful environments, it will make a major impact on your life. And we have stats to prove it. It'll make an impact. And the reason why we call this Life Impact is because a lot of times we don't think that some things that we can do, some things that we've heard to do really are all that important. Why go through the trouble of really doing all that? Because some of these things really will make an impact on your life. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. I was telling them on Sunday that environments determine the quality and the satisfaction of time spent. So when you spend time on anything, you want to get good quality results from it. And also you want to get satisfaction from the time that you spend in life. And the environment that you do it in will determine the quality and the satisfaction that you get out of it. Mm-hmm. So you don't want to get to the end of your life and realize that you rarely spent quality time doing things, and you rarely had satisfaction in the things you were doing, because all of the environments you were in were not conducive for satisfaction and good quality time. So that's why we're talking about environment again tonight. So we want to share just a couple of these stats with you, and we'll be done. A couple of these things.
So the first one that I was going to mention earlier is that peaceful environments keep us in good health. When you have peaceful environment, it's good for your blood pressure. It's good for your just for your total well-being. Just your insides are more happy when you experience an environment where there's calm and there's a tranquil environment.
Yeah, that's good. Think about it. You can probably attest to this if you've ever been in a real hot, heated argument with anyone. Your body, you can feel it in your body. It doesn't feel good. Your heart's racing. So to learn how to control our environments, and especially, I find Prophetess that a lot of times the real moment to control the environment is when something is going on. Like you could even have something good happen in your life, and it can turn into something bad if disagreement and argument breaks out. It can even break out around something good happening.
That's right.
So that's the time you really want to learn how to control those environments, when you're going through something, you might be battling something, fighting something, believing for something. That's the time you really want to learn how to control your environment.
Yes.
All right, the numbers are going up. Keep joining and keep sharing.
Thanks for joining. Another one is that when you live in a peaceful environment, or you create a peaceful environment and you maintain a peaceful environment, what you do is it helps you to declutter your mind, because clutter takes up time and energy. Now you can look at that both ways.
Yes.
Your mind, a lot of times the reason why the house is full of clutter and your rooms are cluttered is because the mind is cluttered. So you unclutter the mind and you gain a peaceful mind, then you declutter your literal space and you'll have a peaceful space.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yes.
Think about it. A cluttered mind. A cluttered mind can lead to really bad decisions. A cluttered mind can lead to hasty decisions. A cluttered mind can lead to just reading things the wrong way. So I tell you, man, if you can control that environment, keep your mind at peace, so that every decision you make it from a peaceful state, you'll find that will be really impactful for your life, because you'll make better decisions.
Yes.
I thought that one was awesome.
It is. And just to jump off from that also, the statistics talks about when you have a peaceful environment, it makes you more organized. And you can be more organized if your mind is decluttered, because when your mind is decluttered, your space gets uncluttered, and then you can see everything and you can be more organized. And so I like this one because I use this myself. My environment in my house is peaceful all the time. And if you think about it, really the peaceful environment that you desire, you can create it. You can orchestrate it. You can maintain it. You can start it.
You control it. That's right.
Control it.
That's
and
right.
When you walk around and your house is organized and your room is organized, it really makes you feel good, because you don't have work on your mind all the time. When you live in a cluttered environment, it's like you always got to work. You always got to go do something because something is out of place and something isn't where it should be.
That's so true.
And so when you keep things neat and orderly and put things where they should be, your environment is peaceful, which means you can enjoy your life more. You can enjoy your family more.
Yes.
You can enjoy everything that you're doing in your house because your house is organized, because it's peaceful.
Yeah, people tell us all the time, like when people come over to our house, they're like, "Oh, man, do you guys live like this? This house looks like nobody lives here." Well, what they don't understand is that people think we love cleaning up, because our house is always clean. But we actually clean up because we don't like cleaning up.
Right.
So if you keep it clean, you don't have to clean up.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? and so it's so easy to put things away, keep it neat right then, as opposed to saying, "I'm going to come back to it." If you say, "I'm going to come back to it" at least 3 times, that means you building up clutter, because a lot of times you don't ever come back to it.
Right.
So this is one of the ways you can actually have an impact on your own life by keeping your environment neat and clean, and keep it orderly, and just think about the creativity. Think about the time that you won't have to spend thinking about, "I got to do this, I got to clean it, I got to get them dishes." That just takes up so much of your mind's time. And the last thing I'll say about that also is that it also puts pressure on your environment. When you have to, I got to do that, and then now you're under pressure. So we're telling you, man, control these environments, and it will make an impact on your life. Let's give them one more, Prophets. What else?
My favorite too. It helps you sleep better. When you live in a peaceful environment, you can go to sleep.
Wow.
And we all need to go to sleep.
Yes.
And sometimes we need to take a nap. And so it's easier to take a nap when your house is peaceful, when your environments are peaceful, when things are organized, when your mind isn't cluttered. When your mind is cluttered, it's hard to go to sleep.
It is.
It's hard to take a nap because you're constantly thinking about what should I be doing next, or I got to get those clothes out the laundry. I got to fold the clothes. I got to mop the floor.
Or even if let's say a husband and a wife has an argument, it's hard to rest because that's on your mind. That environment is bad and it's on your mind. So you see, it's like we want to show you these things are impactful, especially because environments are directly under our control. We get to control them. Yes. Right? We get to control them.
Yes, we do. So we want to encourage you tonight to control your environment. Make your environment more peaceful. First of all, make up in your mind, I'm going to live in peace. I'm going to declutter my mind. I'm going to you gotta get the Prince of Peace. I know this is the spiritual session, but you need Jesus if you're gonna have peace. He's the foundation of all peace of all pieces.
That's right.
if I could
And
say
I was
that.
going to say that too. Especially a lot of our viewers are Christians and believers. So I just want to say, especially when you are going for something by faith, when you in a faith project, and you and your family are believing God for something in particular, you got to control that environment, man.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We have over the years mastered when we were in faith about something, or we sowed a seed for something, we were believing for something, man, we controlled our environment.
Yes,
we made sure that we didn't say certain things. We didn't have arguments. We didn't go back and forth.
No, we didn't.
We controlled those environments because, it is so important that you control your environments when something is going on in your life.
Amen.
Those can be some of the most stressful times if you don't control those environments. So you might be going through a transition on your job or whatever you're doing. Control that environment. Stay in faith. Stay in peace. Keep that mind relaxed. Don't get in fear. This isn't the spiritual night, but I was going to say this, prophetess. There was a young man in the Bible that was with Jesus. He was going through a really traumatic experience. His daughter was sick and then she died. And the first thing Jesus told him to do was to control his environment.
Yes.
He said, do not get in fear. Control that environment so that you can go through this the right way.
That's right.
You have to control that environment. That's what he was telling him. Don't get in fear. Control your environment.
Yes.
So we're telling you, this is life impactful. If you do it, it'll bless you and it'll be good for you.
Yes. And I'd also like to say a lot of times in life, when you're married or you're single, or you're going through a major life transition like a divorce, for example, you want to make sure that you going forward right now, set your life up where you can live in peace, where you can have peace of mind about the separation and this next transition that you're going through. And one of the ways to do that, and this is not the spiritual night, but I want to add that because talk about Jesus a little bit and the word and faith, because you need that to transition over into a peaceful single lifestyle. And one of the ways to do that, the Bible said all things work together for good to them that love God and that are called according to his purpose. So one of the ways that you can immediately bring peace into your environment, as you're going through your divorce or a divorce or something like that, you can say, hey, this is working together for my good. I'm getting ready to enter into a season in my life where I'm going to have absolute peace. Because a lot of times when people go through divorce or separations or things like that, it's not a very peaceful time. It's not a very tranquil time or a time where things are organized and that kind of thing. So sometimes it's a little chaotic. But I want to let you know, and I want to encourage you tonight, that you can have a peaceful environment right in the middle of that thing. It doesn't matter what's going on with that situation. You can take dominion over it by saying to yourself first, decluttering your mind, this is good. This is good. What's happening for me and to me. I'm going to be peaceful through this. And even when I get past this, I'm going to be peaceful.
And listen, we don't care what it is. Divorce, loss of a job, a loss of a loved one, whatever it is, just think about it. Still, you want to maintain the position of controlling your environment. Because I tell you, those are the times when the enemy tries to really get involved in people's lives and take people's lives to places where they make mistakes that it's hard for them to come back from during heightened moments. And that's what I call heightened moments, like the things that I mentioned earlier. But listen, God gave us the ability to control our environments. And if you just make the decision, I am going to be an environmental specialist. I'm going to control my environments on purpose to make sure that nothing gets an advantage over me, that I don't get led off into things that I don't want to get into. I'm going to control my environment.
Yes.
And so that's why this is so important. And all it takes is for you to make the decision.
Yes.
I'm going to do it.
Yes.
And if you do, we're telling you now, this is going to be a blessing to you.
And before we close it, unless Doc has something else to say, I'd just like to encourage all the ladies out there, if you want to add some infusions of peace into your environment, find some pictures of things that you really like. put some colors around that really stimulate you and inspire you and encourage you and make you smile. In my house, there are things in my house on purpose that I like. And when I see them, I get excited. I'm smiling. My blood pressure is good. I feel alive. I feel creative. And so it's your environment. And so you can make it where it's inspirational to you and aids in you having that peaceful environment along with your faith and your expectation that Jesus is with you and he'll never forsake you.
That's right.
And so that's important. So do those kinds of things. I want to encourage you. And if you're a guy and you got a house, find some art or do something, put something in there that inspires you, that motivates and uplifts you and gives you that smile that you need to go out and conquer the world.
See, that's what she's talking about. She's talking about controlling your environment. Make sure that your space is something that inspires you, because if you go there every day, you sleep there, you eat there, you commune with your family there. Why not turn that space into something that inspires you?
Right.
That's a way to control your environment. I know when it comes that when we bought our house, we put in our house what we wanted to look at. We put in what we wanted to see and what we enjoy.
Yes.
Because if you live there, you got to pay for it.
Right.
You might as well let it stimulate you in ways that help you get through your day, help you make good decisions and prosper. And so we just want to say on a closing note to you all tonight, you are in control of your environments. Your environments will dictate the quality and the satisfaction of the time that you spend in your life. And we just want you from here. I don't care what you've been through.
No.
I don't care where you've been.
No.
You can make the decision from here.
Yes.
The rest of the time that I spend in my life,
yes,
I'm going to control my environment so that they are satisfying to me and that they are good quality things in my life that I can look back and say, wow, I had a wonderful life.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
All right.
And,
all right.
And even while we're closing here today, right now we're up in our granddaughter Annalise's play space. And so when we come up here, it's just all cheeses and grins because there's bright colors everywhere. It's just like, okay, let's toys and coloring books and crayons and games. And so when we come here, we just feel energized. You can energize your space right now where you are with expectation, with faith, with peace, with things that inspire you to go forward in life and have a good life. Go after your peaceful environment. It's yours for the taking.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, listen, thank you all for joining.
Yes.
It was a great joy just chatting with you all for a little while.
Yes.
We hope we said something to help you, to bless you, to inspire you.
Yes.
And maybe you join us tomorrow night. Now, tomorrow night we'll be breaking bread, man. We open up a new series, and it is dynamic. You want to hear this tomorrow, man. We're gonna go to another level with what we started on Sunday. So make sure you join us tomorrow night at 7:30.
Yes.
And make sure you bring somebody with you. All right. God bless you. We love you. And
go with